In this lesson we're going to look at the slash chords that we can make with our open D chord. If you look at figure 1, again, here is our D major scale. The notes are D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, and C sharp. And we can create slash chords with each of those tones. The first one we can make is the E. The E is our second scale step, so we'll go ahead and start with E. In order to make the slash chord, we're going to change the root note of the chord to an E. So the easiest one to get is that low open E, and we can go ahead and play that A string because the A note's already in the D chord. It's the fifth scale step. So we can strum all 6 strings basically when holding the D chord for a D/E chord. And in the second half of that measure in figure 2, you can see another way you can play it. There's a E there on that second fret of the D string, and the rest of the D chord would be the same. We just bar our finger across the second fret, and that's another way you can play D/E. In figure 3 we can see the D/F sharp. F sharp is the third scale tone, and the easiest one we can get to is right there on the second fret of the low E string. So basically, to play the D/F sharp, we're going to play the D as normal. We're going to add that second fret, and we're not really play that A string. We're going to kind of skip it, and so it doesn't ring out. I use my thumb to kind of deaden it a little bit. But you remember me telling you that the A is still in that D chord, so we could still play that open A string if we wanted to, like in the second half of the measure in figure 3. So that would be D/F sharp. In figure 4 we have our D/G chord, and what we're doing is adding a G note to our D chord at the bottom. The lowest note will be the G, so and of course in the second half of that measure you can see another way you can play it, kind of just a 3-note little chord there. Alright, in figure 5 we have our D/G chord. Oh, excuse me, we already did that one. In figure 5 we have our D/A chord. And this one's also easy. We just add that open A string to our open D chord, and then we have magically D/A. Figure 6 we have our D/B, or what would be the B major 7. We're just adding our B note there on the second fret of the A string, and then we're going to play the top 3 notes of that D chord, and then you got your D/B, or would commonly be known as B minor 7, excuse me. So that's B minor 7. In figure 7 we have our D/C sharp chord, and we got a C sharp right there on the 4th fret we can use, so we'll use that one. And you can play out that D note, the open D note if you can, and there's our D/C sharp. And that's all our slash chords for our open D. And I hope you've learned these as easy as you have learned the other ones, and I'll see you in the next lesson.